For over a decade, one man controlled the story. He was the genius. His word was law. And his brother, just a dumb bully who never amounted to anything. That was the official version. It was a lie. At the Nobel Prize ceremony in front of the entire world, Sheldon read texts out loud from his brother, from one ex-wife, then another. The crowd laughed. Nobody realized he had just broadcast the ending 5 years before it aired. CBS launched the spinoff and called it Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage. Not their marriage, their first marriage. They put the divorce in the title. Nobody blinked. He was 19. He had a wife, a newborn, a grieving mother, and a sister falling apart. Most 19-year-olds were figuring out college. Georgie walked into a bank and signed his dead father's house over as collateral for a tire shop. That was Tuesday. Sheldon's version of Georgie never changed. It was a snapshot taken when he was 9 years old and terrified. The man Georgie became. The father, the builder, the provider. Sheldon never once looked up long enough to see him. There was a small house in Medford, Texas. The only thing they had. Their father was gone. Their mother was barely functioning. And what did the family decide? They scraped together everything and put Sheldon on a plane to Germany. They launched the genius into the future, and they let everything else fall. When their father was buried, Georgie was 17. He could have run. He could have disappeared. Instead, he looked at his mother's tears, his sister's empty stare, and a fresh grave, and he chose to stay. Nobody asked. He just decided. Years later, Georgie told him the truth directly. We were protecting you because you are our little brother. And Sheldon had spent his entire adult life repaying that protection by calling the man a bully. While Sheldon was collecting accolades, Georgie was building the largest tire business in Texas from nothing. No degree, no connections, just work. Dr. Tire, built by a high school dropout with calloused hands. The world never applauded. He never asked it to. The Nobel Prize Sheldon won? It was for proving that tiny, invisible forces shaped the entire universe without ever being seen or credited. He spent his whole career proving that. And he never once realized the invisible force he was describing was the brother he had been ignoring his entire life.